Hello class, welcome to Digital Electronics class. Hello class, so today we are going to read about the registers. So in general sense, what is the meaning of a register? Register means it is a kind of copy, or it is a kind of document where you store different type of data. Okay, so same is the case of a register. Basically, a register is a group of flip-flops which is suitable for storing binary information. So in the previous class we have discussed about the flip-flops, and you have seen that a flip-flop can store a single bit. So suppose if you want to store n bit, okay, means if you want to store a number of bits, then you need more combination of flip-flops. So an n-bit register has a group of n flip-flops and it is capable of storing any information containing n bits. It means that when you have to store n bit data, then you require n number of flip-flops to store it. So the register is mainly used for storing and shifting binary data entered into the memory from an external source. So you store the data as well as you shift the data in the registers. So when you are storing the data in the register, the data can be entered in serial form, that is 1 bit at a time, or it can be entered in the parallel form, means all the bits simultaneously. So when you are entering the data in serial form, then it is called as temporal code. And when you are entering the data in parallel form, then it is called as spatial code. And you can also enter the data in serial in parallel form either through the left side or through the right side. Means you can enter the data from the left side or you can enter the data from right side. So I will show you an example of the calculator. Suppose this is a calculator, and when you are entering any number, suppose 987, okay, so you see the first I had entered 7, now it has shifted here, so it has shifted to right side. So the same process happens in the register. When you are entering the data, you can enter from this side or you can enter from this side, and you shift the data when you are storing the data. Okay, so the register stores the data as well as it shifts the data. So I have told you about the shifting of the registers. So the register which can shift the data is called as your shift register. So a register which is capable of shifting its binary information either to right side or to the left side is called as shift register. So a shift register is of different types. So based on the data that we give input to the register and the way we extract the data, on that basis we divide the shift register in different segments. The first is known as SISO or serial in, serial out. Okay, the second is known as SIPO, that is serial in, parallel out. The third is known as parallel in, serial out. And the fourth is known as parallel in, parallel out. So see what is serial in, serial out. Suppose if I am having a register which is having 4 flip-flops, so the data is entered to the first flip-flop and it goes to the next, then it goes to the next flip-flop, and finally we get the output from the last flip-flop. Okay, so this is called as serial in and serial out. In serial and parallel out, we enter the data serially and we take out the data parallelly, means from the first flip-flop the output will be taken out, again from the second it will be taken out, again from the third flip-flop it will be taken out, and so on. Next is parallel in, serial out. So in parallel in, we enter the bits to each flip-flop and we take out the output from the last flip-flop. Okay, next is parallel in, parallel out. So in parallel in, parallel out, we enter the data simultaneously and we also extract the data simultaneously. So these are the different ways in which we can enter the data to the shift register and we can extract the data from the shift register. The shift registers are used in digital systems for temporary storage of information and data manipulation and transferring the data. In addition to that, it is also used in counting circuits like simple counters or up-down counter. So regarding these, we will discuss in the further topics. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any doubts or any suggestion, you can put it in the comment line.